Stand and deliver! Welcome back to Andy's Cavern. How well tonight? Well, stand and deliver. Tyson Fury. Is he the highwayman? Is he the dandy highwayman? Is he the highway robber that's not wearing a mask? With his cryptic clues in his retiral video. We stick Turpin wore a mask. What's that all about then? Is he the highwayman that's robbing Turkey a la Sheikh? Making him stand and deliver. This is just a theory. This retiral thing, is it to try and get more money out of Turkey a la Sheikh for an AJ fight? Maybe he is really retired, I don't know, but I don't believe so, as you've seen in the previous video. Is he trying to get more money? Well, what happens if Turkey a la Sheikh thinks to himself, well, you've had enough money out of here, we'll just move on without you? That is a possibility. I think so anyway. Maybe you have other ideas. As I always say, feel free to write in the comments and you agree with or disagree with, or you don't have to agree with me, What do I know? I'm just a fan, ain't no expert. But he could be the boy that cried wolf and get left in the lurch in limbo. I mean, there was talk of something like, was he not asking for like 500 million or some ridiculous figure? Where's that coming from? He's getting nothing like that. And I'm hearing now talk of Anthony Joshua fighting Martin Bakole in Africa. Now, Anthony Joshua's way past his best, but that's a fight that would bring a bit of interest in, I think. Because we're talking about at the same stadium as Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman for the Rumble in the Jungle. So could it be another Rumble in the Jungle 2025 or something along those lines, But that does bring a bit of interest in, and probably Turkey a la Sheikh will get on the back of that, as he is the funder of all things boxing these days, it appears, or the facilitator, you might say. But there's plenty more big fights to happen, so it doesn't really need Tyson Fury, the world of boxing. Nobody hangs about forever in boxing, do they? So it's he's done his bit for the sport, and I hope he's happy in retirement and happy and healthy, having a good time with his family and that. But is he the dandy highwayman that's trying to get some more money out of the sport? I don't know how much he's made, but he's made a lot of money, hasn't he? But when you start fighting for just money, that's when things become dangerous, because if you've not got the passion to actually train and get yourself in shape, you could get hurt. And if you get hurt in boxing, you might not have the ability anymore to spend your money. So if I was him, I'd stay retired and ride off into the sunset. He's had a successful career, hasn't he? So he's done well at the sport. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people, he's probably turned a lot of people away from him with the foul mouth language and stuff like that. When you've got young kids coming into boxing, you kind of want them looking up to the champion as a role model, don't you? So, which Alexander Usyk, to be fair to him, he's probably one of the best role models I've seen in heavyweight boxing. Always respectful. Even at the Ring Magazine Awards, he was paying tribute to Fury, wasn't he? Yeah, no sign of Fury at the Ring Magazine Awards, but which is that another sign he's maybe not happy with what happened in Saudi? I mean, is he still going on about getting robbed? I mean, it's when he beat Wilder. Wilder was a sore loser, wasn't he? He was a bad loser, and Fury said at that time, if it was him that got beat, he would just shake the man's hand and say good fight mate or whatever, and buy him a pint or something along those lines. I think that's what he said. So it doesn't seem that way now though, does it, when the shoe's on the other foot? So no, a bit disappointing about that. He's not giving Usyk his flowers, as he would say. So but all the fans know who won the fight, don't they? So there will be a small percentage that still think Fury won it, avid Fury fans, won't they? So I mean, I don't know, mind who wins that fight, so they were both top fighters, but Usyk has emerged as the #1 heavyweight in this era, hasn't he? So I think he'll probably have another 1 or 2 fights just to cement his legacy. I think that's probably what he's going to do. But what he's accomplished in 23 fights is pretty spectacular. He's probably got one of the leanest, I would call it a lean record. It's not padded out like his resume. It's not padded out with nothing fights, is it? Unfortunately, Fury can't say that. He's got a lot of fights that's below par opposition, fighting people that he's way less skillful than him. I mean, after the third Wilder fight, who did he fight after that? He fought Dillian White, totally outclassed him. Chisora for a third time. I mean, what was the point of that? The first 2 fights were pretty conclusive, weren't they? And then he fought Francis Ngannou, a guy that never had a boxing match before. And he nearly got beat in that fight, didn't he? I did have him winning, but it was just, he got dropped as well, didn't he? So that wasn't a good night for him, wasn't he? I think, remember Usyk in the crowd, I think Usyk was a bit nervous, thinking his big fight's going to go down the tubes, isn't he? He was probably more relieved than Fury that Fury won. And then he fought Usyk, but these fights were no preparation for going in against somebody skillful and quick as Usyk, was it? So there we are. But you can't wind the clock back. And I said a while back on Porky's Corner with us, at that time, maybe a couple of years ago, I felt his career's stop-start stagnating, it's slipping away. His best days are behind him, you know, and his reflexes, and that's only going to erode. It's not going to get any better at the age of 36 or whatever he is now, and he hasn't really lived a life, has he? Not like Usyk and like the Klitschko's and that. You never see them abusing themselves or coming in overweight or like bulking up in weight between fights or any of that sort of stuff. So I think if he'd been a bit more disciplined, his career could have prolonged it a bit. I think he could still give a good account of himself against most heavyweights if he wanted to, but if the desire's gone, maybe he is retired. But I've got a feeling Turkey Al Sheikh's not going to let him take any more money out of his pocket. So, but that's just my theory. Feel free to put a comment in with your own theories or whatnot. Okay guys, that's all for tonight, because it's approaching the witching hour again, so I'll be off for tonight, and take care, be happy, cheers.